Hi there. In this video, I'm just going to show you a bit of sort of R&D, sort of proof of concept, really. The challenge was, in this Experience Builder app, I wanted to change the title at the top here, this text widget, but I wanted to do it sort of remotely and through some process that I could automate and control, and therefore if I can do the text, it's highly likely I could do an image as well and update that. So what do I mean by that? Well, at the moment in this live web app, which is just a simple map, I've got this title change text at the top. If I go to my Python idle, I can do I can run this F5 and enter the new title text. So my new app title, which could be anything. I could include like an update on it or something like that, and then that will get pushed through to this app. And there you can see it's come through and change the title. So okay, so I'll show you how I've done that. And like I said, a reason may be that you want to include perhaps some real-time info in there, perhaps about the status of your data or an important update about the app. You know, perhaps you want to temporarily change it to version so-and-so, and you don't want to go into the text widget and say even do a publish. You just want to automate it and attach it to some other process, a support process, for example. Okay, so like I said, how's it done? Well, if we just go to Experience Builder first of all, you can see this is my app. If we click on the text box up here, when you add a text widget, which is where is it? It's that one there. Yeah, I'll just put it on there just to show you. When you add a text widget, you can do this connect to data, you see, and then select your data, which is from the web map, you see. So I've already done that, so I'm just gonna delete that actually. But if I click on this one I've done it to, you can see it's connected data, it's selected this web map, and when you click on this sort of database type icon, it says dynamic content. So and I'm sure you've probably seen this anyway, but the point is I'm pointing to this title text. That's what I'm pointing to. It's a very simple layer in this web map. So if I go to that layer, that's what this is here. So this is all it is. Very, very simple. Well, I say all it is. Click on the fields. It's got the usual suspects, you know, tracking, editing, and stuff. But if I go to table, you can see title text says my new app title, which is what that says at the top. So you can see how I'm pushing value into that, and because this web map has a 1 minute refresh interval, so I've set that layer to be a 1 minute refresh sort of time. If I click on it, you can see there it is, title text data. So it's that layer that's got that. It's being forced. So it's being forced to redraw. Now, because this data up here is dynamic content that comes from the map, if the map has got an interval refresh rate set at a particular layer, then that will be reflected in any other widgets that are also pointing to that data. So that's a great thing, because then you can update stuff and you know that at least within a minute it's going to change. And there's no reason how I've done this wouldn't work also for an image, which could change it, look at the attachments, for example, and change it. But let's see how precisely I've done this anyway. You know, how have I kind of pushed the text change? Well, it's relatively straightforward actually, because all I'm doing is doing a post and updating features. Now this and that's why it could sort of work for attachments and therefore change an image as well, but I'm just changing the text at the moment. So it's in Python, fairly straightforward, like I said. I prompt the user for a new title text, and then I construct the payload, that sort of dictionary structure, what it looks like, into make sure it's identified as JSON format for the REST endpoint in ArcGIS. Make sure you got the right header, otherwise it will fail. And then I do it in Python, just a standard sort of request post, using my URL and payload and the headers, put them together, and then I just output the basics, the status code and response. You can do stuff with that if there's a problem, but that's all it is. So really you could construct this in any language more or less and fire it from all kinds of platforms like Make or something. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. I've just done it in Python just to map it out for you. So this will change this attribute. If you look at this, I look for object ID 1 because I know in here there is only one icon. Sorry, there's only one symbol. There's only one record on the map, and actually you could use a table. But I've used a feature service here and just picked out that one record, but I can identify any particular one as I see fit, or indeed do perhaps a little query or something to pick out exactly what I want to change. And so I'm with that object ID, which is hard coded to 1 because I know it's 1. I'm going to change the title text. So and that's what gets posted. So if you were to do this with attachments, perhaps in here you link this to attachments, then you could perhaps do a deleted attachment and then upload a new one, and that would be I might even do that on another video. I just haven't had time, but you should be able to do that as well, because maybe you want some kind of graphic change that's tied to another process outside this environment, outside the mapping. So anyway, that's the long and short of it, and I hope you like it. It's just a bit of R&D really, but it does work quite well. I know it's got the minute refresh time, but you may catch it at some point during that minute, so sometimes it will change quicker, but the max it'll be is up to a minute. If I just turn on object ID, you can see that's 1, and that's my new app title. Here, I'll just run this again. Another update, press return, and then in here you just have to refresh the screen, and there you go, another update in there, and then go to the map, and there you go, that's just changed. So it's like I just said, it's making use of this dynamic content capability, and it's tied to the map, and the web map has refresh rate on that layer that I'm picking up from. See, I'm picking up from title text from that title text data feature service, and you can do whatever formatting of that, etc. you do that you want. I don't think I'll win any design awards for this Experience Builder app. But anyway, I hope you find that useful. Like I said, it's just an idea really. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. Thanks very much.